On the 28th of August. And you're talking now about the governor and his influence. The governor, of course, not at this rally tonight with the president.
Well, Veronica, President Trump throwing his support behind several candidates in the Sunshine State. And while some of these candidates are really closely aligning themselves with the commander-in-chief, like Congressman Ron DeSantis in the gubernatorial race, the Florida Senate race is a completely different story.
To the hills of Tennessee.
As the president rallies support for several of the Sunshine State's Republicans, one of them a no-show. Florida's marquee Senate race now entering a new phase, and some suspect the governor's absence could be a sign.
I think that my opponent considers Trump a liability, and that's why he's not showing up with him at the political rally.
Instead, the governor will be raising cash for his U.S. Senate bid a county away. While some GOP candidates in red-leaning states are closely aligning themselves with the president, the opposite is played out in Florida.
This midterm election will be very much about Donald Trump because Donald Trump is such a big part of our politics right now.
The governor has not been shy about publicly disagreeing with the president on a number of key issues. But experts say Scott will have to walk a delicate line come November.
He's the leader of the party, and if they win, they're going to work with them. So I don't think that running away from Donald Trump is a viable strategy.
Recent polls in Florida show the majority of voters approve of the president's job performance. The margin in both surveys small, but they're President Trump's best number since taking office, something administration officials are quick to highlight.
We have an incredible record for people who actually come out and try and tie themselves to this president because the successes are undeniable at this point.
So what is the president's relationship like with the Florida governor, with Deputy Press Secretary Hogan Gidley?
I don't know how much they speak. I do know the president did really well in Florida. It's up to the politicians at the local level to decide whether they want to tether themselves to that or not.
Well, to succeed in November, Governor Rick Scott will need to win over a decent amount of Florida's independent voters, many of whom have not yet warmed to President Trump. We're live this evening in Washington. Samantha-Jo, Spectrum, Bay News 9.
Thank you so much, SJ. Again, I want to take you live to Tampa International Airport.